Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports.
And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cardinals and the Silver and Black, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
We go from Las Vegas. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
They said they have taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Moore on the return. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Murray trying again after the pick six. And this will be swung out here for counter.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Murray again, this is counter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Shotgun now from Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 27 yards.
And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run with Bolden. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go,
oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, in that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
when you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Finding Ertz again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Murray giving to Connor on the option.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Murray flips us forward on a jet sweep.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Murray now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Abdul's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
That play buried behind the line by the linebacker, Nick Vigil. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He's going deep for Brown, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's Bolden. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. To throw is Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st down, Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what those games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
And this one's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On play action, it's Murray. This is caught by Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Murray now on first down. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Cardinals are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Murray again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't want to put some points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms, here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
On second down, Connor looking for space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 89 yards rushing now for Connor and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Murray going to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. From the gun, a give to Connor. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit for the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They fake the handoff. Now Murray going deep for Hopkins. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Raiders' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. On, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's good.
Carr now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a threat. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he stopped immediately there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Carr. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and they'll remain down by 2. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's Carr to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Boulder. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Murray now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Connor on the read option.
A solid stiff arm. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Murray connects with more here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. Prater's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
Past the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown!
Kyler Murray fighting Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st down, Carr caught out right by Renfro.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Here's Carr. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Marco Wilson, and the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game.
They start the drive with Connor. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
An option handoff given to Connor.
Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
2nd and 11.
Connor up the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they need a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed it.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.